And shit, man.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13. Check 24. Check 65. Slant.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. For one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Coleman. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run it with Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
21.
On second and 1, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Here we go. 180. 59. Watch the pass. Check 43.
Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 14 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey! 20.
Let us go.
Newton to throw. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second and 7, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarius Wright there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
BB, ain't nobody going no party chat, man. I'm busy now.
The 49er offense
I
set to
think
get
you and
this
Chris
drive
working
underway.
together.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive
I can't see my messages. I ain't got it set up where I can see the messages.
Moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo now looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run with McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Gives it to the first man through, the fullback Arma. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
21. Here we go.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And he It's incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Don't be scared of it. Hey, gun. Mike. 12, fellas. Here we go. 59.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
20. He's got to double up. No, 8.
On 2nd and 9. Newton being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
51.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Garoppolo on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Check 52.
Here's McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. 8.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
This is Coleman with a grab. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3.
Hold on one moment, Chris. Hold up.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
How you down?
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Hold up 1 minute. I want to see what Oh, okay, I see.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Starting the second half with a run.
Oh, he probably got by
He's
him.
going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 36, Newton, they'll roll him out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Taught by Quan Alexander, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Two.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got him in.
Are you serious, Boston? You just gonna look at the ball, man.
Pick up there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
13.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20. 59. Come on, D. Hey, gun. Hey, alert. Man.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off on a safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2.
20.
Second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
51 to Mike. Hey! You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Check 28. 8. He's check 8. He's checking. Check safety. Check safety.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go. It's our field.
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check. 21. Check 59, Mike. Hey, Alpha. Mike to 59. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Newton now to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A full 5-yard loss that time.
Everything tickly, boy. Oh, shit. Whoa.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo looks to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. We made one more play. Could have had our shutout.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burris seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 20. Hatchet. That's rock now.
Newton's going to throw it. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.